Welcome back to the fields of Perthshire, and we're on a brand new permission today, myself and Martin, who's just there. Now Martin's literally just started and he shouted to say that he's got a coin. So let's go and have a little look and see what it is. Is it Roman?
George V.
George V, gorgeous George.
Can't get away from him.
Can't get away from him.
Nice coin, though.
It is a nice coin, good condition, which bodes well. George V, by the grace of God, King of the Britons, Defender of the Faith and Emperor of India. And we've got 1936, which is the year he died. Could be a rare one. Thousands of pounds.
There we go.
Excellent, great start. Well, a fantastic start for Martin. He's obviously on the XP Goldmax Power. I'm on the XP Deus 2. I've gone with Program 3, Sensitive Full Tones. And all I've done is ground balance, changed to square tones, reduced the sensitivity to 88. And we'll see how we get on to begin with. But I've got high hopes because this road right next to us on the right, which is going to be a little bit loud at times, this is actually built on an old Roman road. We're about a mile away from a major Roman fort which existed between the 1st and the 4th century. It was abandoned and rebuilt multiple times. But even better, about half a mile away from us is a major settlement during the Pictish period, which was before Scotland even existed. And there are a number of very important carved Pictish stones from the 7th, the 8th and the 9th century. There's been axe heads, spear heads, all kinds of things found in and around this local area. So enough of my rabbling. Let's get on and see what treasures I can find. Taking a bit of a risk to begin with because I've gone along the roadside, which is generally where you'll find all the junk, but I thought let's give it a bash first. 73, 72, not the best of signals. I'm going to turn it off while I dig because of the traffic noise, but I'll get right back to you. I'm not sure if it's a Roman tin can, but it's definitely a bit of a tin can. Damn. I think I definitely need to head infield a little bit to get away from all this junk. Tennent's lager can this time. This time I've got a screamer. 91, 92. Could be silver, could be a Georgian penny, could be total junk. Only one way to find out. Finally, I've found something. It might not be junk, but it might be junk. It's maybe a button. Oh no, might actually be junk. Ugh. I think it is. Right, let's see. When I saw that red coming through. But that's all corroded. So yeah, it is, I think, junk. Could be a button, but junk. Damn. Martin's doing better than me. He's got himself a little button, which is general service. So you've got a unicorn on the right, the lion on the left, the crown, and the symbol of the monarchy. So that'll probably be 1939 to 45. Then he's got himself a thing. First I thought a razor, but I think it's actually made of lead. Pretty sure it is. So I'm not sure. Possibly it's a pick for a horse's hoof and it's missing the tip, which would have been a sort of hook shape, but it's definitely made of lead. So let us know what you think of that one. And then still on the lead theme, he's got himself a big sheet of rolled lead, purpose unknown, and then lastly he's got himself this little bit of lead as well, which is sort of kind of hook shaped. Not really sure what that is, so again, if you know, then let us know in the comments below. I have got an 88. Martin reckons it could be lead. I think he could be right. Or is that it? That is it. And that is not lead. That is a little bit of copper. Looks like it's got a couple of holes in it. Get the brush out, just make sure it's not an ancient Pictish artefact. Nope. Don't see any obvious decoration, so I think we call that junk. This one is a 77. Could it be my first button of the day? Oh, no, it's not. It might be my first coin of the day. Well, that didn't sound like a coin to me, but it looks like a halfpenny. The drought is over. Who have we got? It looks like... Well, I was going to say is it Victoria? No, I think it is. I think it's Victoria. Yes, it is. Right, brilliant. Finally, a legible coin. God, it's taken long enough. Right, I'll give this a wee dry out and a clean up, and I'll get right back to you. The drought is over. As is often the case with Victoria's coins, because they were in circulation for so long, they're often very, very smooth. But you can just make out her profile, her old veiled head, as it's called, looking to the left-hand side, and the words Victoria de Gracia. Victoria by the grace of God. So it's a halfpenny, and the back is unfortunately not in great condition. However, I can just make out two numbers at the bottom, which are a 9 and a 6, so it's 1896, and it's a halfpenny. So she ruled for 63 years, I think it was, the longest ruling monarch until her what would it be, great-granddaughter, Elizabeth II. Excellent, a coin at last that's legible. The Victorian halfpenny was right there, and right here we have... same readout, 77, 78, so let's hope for a pocket spill. And another coin. Sorry about the traffic noise, but hopefully that's not too bad, and the well, we're definitely out. Hopefully the microphone's doing its best to drown out some of the background noise. What's that there? That is not a coin. That is not a coin. That is more of the dreaded tin. Damn. Another ear blower. 92, 93. I'm not going to call it anything because clearly I'm not very good at this, so I think we'll just dig it and see. Before I show you my phenomenal discovery, this is what Martin just got. It's a little, I think a horse decoration, a horse boss. See two little holes there where pins have gone through, probably to hold it onto leather, but maybe to hold it onto wood. My guess is this is probably Victorian, 1830s to 1900. Decoration to make your horse go faster. Still, it's a nice find. Well, this is my signal, which initially I thought was a bit of a tin can, but it's a bit more substantial than that. I think it's the lip, potentially of a bowl or a pot. You can see that there. I think that's the outside or the top lip, and yeah, this could be old. I just saw it in the clod and thought, oh, it's a bit of tin can, but it's actually made of, I believe, bronze. So this could be part of an old cooking pot. Could be old, could be medieval, could be post-medieval, but I'd be interested to know. Let me know in the comments below. Something with a bit of age date, potentially. This is a nice one. 77, maybe a bit too nice if I'm honest, but there's a lot of aluminium in this field, probably because it's been used as a dumping ground for the local houses in the past. But we're out the hole in the clod, in the top 3 or 4 inches. Okay, we're definitely in here. Let's see if we've got anything obvious. Break it in half first. So we're in this half. Not seeing anything. So we're still in here. Just don't want to see aluminium or tin foil. Something green. In fact, even better, something silver or gold. Oh, what's that? What is that? Interesting. Interesting, but is it old? Not sure on that one. Right, give me a moment and I will give this a little clean up and then get back to you. Well, initially I was thinking maybe some sort of ring brooch. See these little dots, whether or not there have been stones or something set in them, but the colour of it, it's gone that sort of reddy brown way, which generally tends to be sort of 100 years or even slightly less, 100, 150 years at the most. So I think it's something agricultural rather than an ancient ring brooch, but again, if you know, let me know in the comments below. Martin's got an ancient relic. It's a spoon. It's definitely a spoon, and it has got a bit of age to it. Oh, albeit it's been flattened. But yeah, it's going to be 100 or more years old. Don't see any signs of a mark on it, but yeah, it's been in the ground for a pretty long time. Another couple of finds for Martin. He's got himself a little button, no decoration, missing its loop on the back. But again, going to be probably 150, 200 years old. And also I think he's got himself another horse decoration, possibly. Could be off a bit of machinery, but I think it's a horse decoration. It's been set in leather. But 2 finds at least. This one's either a shallow penny or a shallow tin can. 84, 82, 86, I think it's going to be a tin can. Well, 1 out of 2 isn't bad. It's not a coin or can, but it was shallow. And it was a great big lump of lead. Thankfully the hole filled up with water and I was able to give it a wee wash. And yeah, it's a great big sheet of lead that's been mangled through the plough. Probably an old bit of roofing lead, but we'll never know. Okay, we've decided to flip fields, but we've still got this road running along our left hand side. You'll see that car going along there, nice and straight, nice and Roman. And this is our new field, so we will see what treasures there are to be had. I always film my first signal as soon as I get one in a new field. Bit erratic, 76, but oh, nice and soft ground anyway. Okay, we are out. It was full pinpointer and some, probably, what are we talking depth wise, 9 inches, 10 inches. Now it seems to be somewhere about there. Okay, we have an ancient relic, or maybe just a bit of lead. But let me give this a clean up off camera and get back to you. Just trying to minimise filming as much as I can for the moment because I'm right at the side of the road again, just having entered the field, but it's a bit of lead. Can't see any decoration on it. Could be hundreds, could be thousands of years old, but we'll never know. This one's interesting. Came through at an 82. A real ear-blowing signal. It's pretty shallow, just a couple of inches under the surface, but that is a lump of bronze. That is a lump of bronze. I don't think it's broken off of anything, but That could be potentially old, very, very old. I mean, that could be an old cast-off from metalworking, could be potentially thousands of years old from the Bronze Age, but it's a very good sign, clearly, that something has been going on here. So fingers crossed, more to come. Maybe a wee axe head. I hit a little sort of spell of aluminium tin can bits, and this one came through at 72. I thought it was going to be another bit of aluminium, but it's my first button. You can see where the shank would have been on the back, and it's been decorated. It's had some sort of motif on this side, but it's totally corroded, gone. Could be a crown. It might clean up a little better when I get home, but it looks like maybe 3 points of a crown. So potentially military. Date wise, I'm guessing probably 18 into the early 1900s. I've not been doing so well over the last 15 minutes. A lot of tin cans, a lot of aluminium. I think we think this field at some point has had berry tunnels in it, you know, to grow strawberries or raspberries, these sort of polythene tunnels. However, this was an ear blower, came through 91, 92. I thought, oh, it's going to be another great big tin can. You can see how wet the ground is here. It's saturated with water. But it came from very, very deep, about 9 inches, and I think it is lead. It feels like lead, but lead what? So I don't know if it's some fantastic relic or junk, but we can clean it up together. We're going to need in fact, I think we'll go over to the puddle, because I don't think my little spray bottle will be able to cope with the amount of mud that's stuck to it. There's some puddles over here, which will come in quite handy, as long as I don't disappear into the swamp. Let's give it a wee rub-a-dub. Always handy if you've got a puddle close by. And there we go. So what is that? It is lead. It's got a bit of iron that goes through it. Still a bit of mud on the back. Let me give it another wash. Whew, that water's cold. Right, so what is that? What is that? The iron that's going through it is clearly pretty corroded, but it's got these concentric circles. It's got this big fat lip around the outside edge. I'll give it a wee brush up off camera and get back to you, but I'm inclined to think again it might be some kind of horse decoration. But I'll get back to you in a minute. Giving it a once over with the toothbrush in the water, and yet can't see any markings, can't see any maker's mark or initials or anything, but it's definitely lead. It's definitely circular. I'm guessing probably 100, 200 years old, but let me know in the comments below what you think it is. Seems to be a day for circular things. Marty's got this. It's got a sort of milled edge on it. We thought, well, could it be a pocket watch? When we turn it over this side and he cleaned all the mud out, it says British made. And I think it could be a plug for like a what? Like a bathtub, you know, for a drinking trough, or it could be a bit of a tractor bit. But again, if you know, let us know in the comments below. A final discovery for Martin. He's got a number 8, a lucky number 8. And it looks like it's got a couple of fittings on the back, top and bottom. Maybe off a military sort of badge, or maybe it's just a number 8. But that's the extent of Martin's discoveries off the field. Nothing spectacular, but at least he got a coin, he got a nice button. He's got this curious bit of lead. I think it's just a bit of a casting and a few other mystery bits and pieces. So if you know, then let us know. And then likewise, I got this big lead thing. I've got a little button, what looks like a rim of maybe a bronze bowl. This curious little lump of bronze. Thankfully I got an identifiable coin, which is the first I've had in quite a while. But yeah, so nothing spectacular as I say, but better than I've been doing recently. So thank you all for watching as ever. I'm pushing for 9,000 subscribers for the 1st of January. Do your best if you don't already, hit the follow button, and hopefully we'll see you on the next dig. Thanks for watching.